All right, everyone. It's 7:03. We'll get started. I'm Tasha Hodes. Welcome to the call. This is Forex Basics. And the purpose of this call is to help everyone transition to the Tradera trading platform, the live classes, and to get all the experience from the Tradera traders. For a lot of new people, Forex trading can seem like a second language. So we do these Tuesday and Thursday calls to sort of ease you guys into the new language. So the back office is your beginning source of training, and I'll highlight some areas back there that you'll want to focus on. And then you can move on to the live classes that are Sunday through Thursday, 8 p.m. You can get that link in your back office. And now Tradera has made available a 20 pips and dip indicator, and there are live sessions that give you training on that indicator, and there are also trade signals when the market allows that are sent out. So again, what we want to do on these Tuesday and Thursday calls is to ease you into the process, sort of introduce you to the concepts, not at all take the place of the training and education that's already in Tradera, just sort of help your transition so that you can be more comfortable when you go into those new classes. So with that, what you see on the screen now is my YouTube channel. So these classes are being recorded, and the Forex Basics class with the date will be listed in my YouTube channel. What we're going to do for the first 15 minutes is review everything from the top that we've talked about here. Setting up your demo account, connecting that demo account to your MetaTrader 4, understanding the Tradera trade alert when that signal comes in through the Telegram, and then how to use MetaTrader 4 to enter that trade. So that is what we have covered up till this point. And so we'll spend the first maybe 10 to 15 minutes reviewing that information for our newcomers, reviewing it for those of you who have been here a few times, just to give you an extra bit of confidence. And then we'll add on something new at the end. We'll run this class probably through next week, adding on new information each time, Tuesday and Thursday. And then, if you're comfortable, go ahead and dive into those live classes that we've talked about. You're free to go to those classes now, but for those of you who want sort of a cushion into those classes, that's what these sessions are for. So first, I want to show you the back office. So under Education Platform, you'll want to first go to Forex. I love the Tradera back office. And what you'll do is click on each of these views. And for most of the information in the Forex section, it's just a PDF that you can read. So what I tend to do is just highlight some of the things that you'll find back here in the back office. So after you go through those PDFs, I think there's one video in this section. We go back to Education Platform. Then you'll want to scroll down to Technical Analysis. Now, this may take you a little bit longer to go through. These are mostly videos and mostly done from the owners of the company, Cody and Easton. And support and resistance, trend identification, price channels, all of these terms may sound new to you now, but the videos are very well done, not too long, and don't forget to go to the second page. And there are 4 other sections here. This intraday trading strategy really just kind of sums everything up. So be sure to dig into your back office. The classes that we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays are like your vitamins, your supplements. But here in the back office, this is your meat and potatoes, okay? Coupled with the live training. All right, so let's go into a quick review, and we'll cover some new material in terms of getting set up for the 20 pips and dip indicator. And then by that point, we'll leave the last half of the class for questions, Q&A. So here's where we started. One of the very first steps that you'll do is set up your demo account. Now, there are lots of brokers for you to choose from. Tradera will not officially promote or suggest any specific broker. For the purposes of these demos and this demo and these classes, we selected a Hugo's Way demo account. All of these, most traders have several brokers. I have Hugo's Way, FX Choice I've used in the past, LQ, DFX, I've used most of these. So for your Hugo's Way demo account, here is that URL. It's www.hugosway.com/demo-sign-up. If you're new, if this is your first time joining, or if you've not been able to go through the steps with us, feel free to go through these steps on your phone or on your laptop. And don't worry if you miss a step. All of these slides and videos are on my YouTube channel. So once you go to this URL, there are only a few fields that you need to fill out: first name, last name, email address. Make sure it's a valid email address, because you will need to retrieve some information that will be sent to you in a confirmation email. For leverage, you'll want to choose 500. And for your balance, your starting balance, the smallest amount here is 1,000, so we'll choose that smaller amount, just to be a little bit more consistent with what you'll be starting your live account with. Now, we recommend just $100 for your starting account when you're ready to go live. But for now, we definitely want to start. In demo, you'll want to get familiar with entering in trades, make mistakes, do all of that, getting accustomed to the system in your demo account. So we definitely recommend that. Okay, so next, after you've hit that submit button on your Hugo's Way demo site, then you want to check your email. This email will say you have successfully registered for your MT4 demo account. Pay close attention to the MT4 login details. The demo account number, that will be your login for MT4, and the trader password will be the password. Okay, so make sure you keep that information handy, because you'll need it. Your next step is to download MT4 or MetaTrader 4. MT4 is just a short name. So you definitely want to have MT4 on your phone. Some traders like to have it on their laptop computer as well. When I started, I definitely had it on both. Okay, so then you'll want to download MT4. All right, and that's it for the first set of slides, setting up your demo account. Next, you will want to connect that MT4 account to your demo. And so here's what you can do, because at this point you have downloaded MT4. So first I'll go through the steps for the iPhone, and then I'll go through the steps for the Android. In a general sense, the steps are the same, but the screenshots look a little different depending on if you have an iPhone or Droid. So starting with the iPhone, when you open up your MT4, in the bottom right corner, you want to click on that settings icon. That will bring up this page here for settings, and you'll want to select this first option of new account. Next, you want to select the second option, which allows you to log in to an existing account. And now we need to choose the broker. So most brokers have a demo version and then one for your live account. If you don't see any listed here in your list, just simply type it in next to that magnifying icon, type in Hugo's Way, and then you'll want to select Hugo's Way Demo 3. So click on Hugo's Way Demo 3. Okay, that will take you to the login screen. And to the left, I have that confirmation email that Hugo's Way sent. So for login, I'll type in the demo account number. And then for password, I'll type in the trader password. And the final step is to click sign in. Now I'll go through the similar steps for the Android. As you can see, the look and feel is a little different. So from the Android homepage, you want to click on the 3 horizontal lines, the icon right to the left of quotes in the upper left-hand corner. And from there, you'll select Manage Accounts. And then you'll select the cross or plus icon in the top right-hand corner. Once you do that, similar to the iPhone, we want to choose Login to an existing account and then search for your broker. So if you don't see it in your list, just type in Hugo's Way. Make sure you select Hugo's Way Demo 3. And then the same way we did for the iPhone, type in your demo account number and the trader's password. Be sure that you have this checkbox selected. That way you won't have to enter this information again. All right, and that's how you connect that demo account that you created on Hugo's Way to your MetaTrader 4 that's installed on your phone. So 2 more steps. We want to make sure that you understand the components of the trade alert, the Tradera trade alert that's coming in, and then I'll show you how to enter that on your phone. So to the right, this is a picture of an old trade alert that came in through the Telegram from Tradera. So first, I'll tell you what each of these figures are. First, let's talk about stop loss. So stop loss is the price where you exit the trade, and it's designed to limit your loss and control how much of your account you're risking. So in this case, it says Tradera's trade team is placing a buy on Euro odd at the current market price. So when we expect price to go up, that's when we place a buy. So let's say there's a big news event, something happens, and the trade does not go our way. Instead of going up, price drops, it goes down. So we set our stop loss so that at a certain price that we set, we exit the trade and we're no longer losing money. Stop loss is very important. Tradera will give you the stop loss for each trade. Okay, so be sure you enter that. Next, we'll talk about take profit. So from this screenshot, you see a take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3. Now, the one you choose sort of depends on your trading style. The purpose of the take profit is the opposite of the stop loss. It's the point where price is going in your favor, you are winning the trade, and at some point you say, okay, I'm happy with my profit, take me out of the trade, okay? So if you choose take profit 1, that's going to be the first target. So you'll hit that one first, and you'll collect a certain amount of pips. Normally with Tradera, it's around 20 pips, normally. Now, if you want to stay in the trade a little longer, have a little bit more patience, and get more pips, a bigger profit, then you could set take profit 2. So this is normally what I use, take profit 2. My first week in the company, when I was testing out the trades, I used take profit 1, gained confidence on the reliability of the signals, and so now I typically use take profit 2. Take profit 3 is for the trader who wants to get the maximum profit and who has patience to go with it, because obviously price is going to go to take profit 1 first, then take profit 2, take profit 3. Some would say staying in till take profit 3 involves more risk. So you'll have to decide the type of trader that you are and what style you prefer. Just starting out, you may want to start with take profit 1. Lot size. Now the lot size will not be on the Tradera trade alert. And here is sort of an industry standard. Marcia and I 100% agree that this is the measurement or guide that you should use when determining your lot size. So let's say in your account, and this goes for demo or live, because you want to practice in your demo account the same way that you're going to trade live. So if your balance is $100, the industry standard says use 0.01 for your lot size. For $200, you can go up to 0.02. For $1,000, you'll use a 0.1 lot size. And then for $10,000, you would use 1.0, which is also known as a standard lot. And a little bit later, we'll talk about what that means in terms of your profit. But for now, just sort of use this as your guide in trading. And proper risk management. At the end of every trade, additional notes, please use proper risk management. And what that entails is making sure that you've set a stop loss. Again, if we're expecting price to go up and we're in a buy and all of a sudden price goes down, without a stop loss, your account will just go more and more and more negative, okay? So you don't really want to take that risk. And also, proper risk management means that you're using the appropriate lot size. Of course, the higher your lot size, the more profit you win. But if the trade doesn't go your way, then you could definitely lose a lot in your account. So we like to recommend that you grow conservatively and slowly as well. All right, so the very last slide that we'll cover in our review is taking the trade alert. So at this point, we've created our demo account. We've downloaded MetaTrader 4. We understand the components of the trade alert. Now we're going to actually enter the trade alert, enter the trade on our phone. So again, I'll start with the iPhone and then I'll go through the same steps on the Android. So from this home page on the iPhone, the first step is to select our pair. Now, if the pair that we're trading is already in the list, then you're done with this step. But when you first create an account, there are only a few pairs listed. So normally you'll have to click on this blue plus icon in the top right corner. And then for Hugo's Way, you would select FX crosses and then scroll down until you see the pair that you want to trade. Okay, so in this case, I think we're looking for CAD JPY. So you would click on this green circle and then press done. When you do that, if you scroll to the bottom, that's where you'll see CAD JPY. Okay, so now that you have CAD JPY, hold down that pair and this menu will appear and you want to select trade. And now you're on this screen. So you need to enter your lot size, and that refers back to that chart I showed in the previous slide. So we have a balance of $1,000. So our lot size will be 0.1. So you can just put your finger there and edit that field. Next, you want to choose or set your stop loss. Here's the picture of the Tradera trade alert to the right. And so you would just type in 76.248. So literally just put your finger there, the cursor will appear and you can type it in. Same thing with the take profit. Either choose take profit 1, 2, or 3, enter it in here. And the very last step, which will actually put us in the trade, is to click sell by market or buy by market. Looking at this trade alert, we're going for a buy. So we press the blue button and we're in the trade. Now let's do the same steps for the droid. So from the home page, again, if your pair is listed, then you're good. You can go to the next step. But if the pair is not shown, then click the white plus icon in the upper right corner. Select FX group, slightly different wording, and then find the pair that you need and just click it. Okay, so similar to what we did with the iPhone, hold down CAD JPY, and this screen appears. So remember with the iPhone, the option was to trade. So with the Droid, you're gonna click on New Order. And here, our lot size is where we would change it. Just put your finger there on that field and you can edit it. Now, what's different with the Android is that it doesn't say stop loss and take profit. So the field to the left, this is your stop loss, and the field to the right is your take profit. And again, both of these are provided in the trade alert. And then just like with the iPhone, the last step, which will put us into the trade, is to click sell or buy. This trade calls for a buy, so we press the blue button and we're in the trade. All right, so these are the high-level steps that you'll need to be able to successfully take a Tradera trade alert. Now, there are a lot of ins and outs with MetaTrader 4, but we want to keep this class really high-level, kind of the basics. We don't want to get too complicated or involved. So at this point, we're going to divert from MetaTrader 4 and switch gears a little bit. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the class, there is a 20 pips and dip indicator that you guys can use that will actually enable you to call your own trades using this indicator. So I want to take about 5 minutes and tell you how to get set up for that. It's going to be really valuable. So you're at this point, you can set up your demo account. Go ahead and take all the Tradera trade alerts that you can, get familiar with that, but also go to the live classes where they show you how to use the 20 pips and dip indicator. You get to hear the rationale, you get to hear the traders talk about how the market is set up. We look at different pairs and they explain why they're going to take a trade, and they use the indicator as well. So those classes are really, really good. So I want to show you how to get set up for that and give you just a sneak peek at what you'll see when you get to those classes. So this is what this is the new information that we'll cover for tonight. The first step is to go to, and actually I should put the www. So here's the site that you want to go to, www.20pipsanddip.com. So when you go to this site, here's what you'll see. Log into members area. But first, you want to click on sign up now. When you click on this screen, the screen on the right is what you'll see next. So you'll want to enter a username, your first and last name, and then your Tradera username, your email and password. And once you enter those fields, then you'll submit your registration. Now, it normally takes a couple of days. They need to go back and do some verification to make sure that you have an active membership with Tradera. So it's not an instant enrollment into the site. You'll have to wait a few days. But once you get that email saying that you have been verified, when you log into the site, there are a couple of things that I want to point out. First, you'll see main strategy. So this is a video that Coach Max has done, and you can learn everything that you need to know about the strategy before you even go to the live classes. So we definitely recommend that. And in the upper right corner, it says get the indicator. So when you click on get the indicator, then this screen to the right comes. So here are the fields that you'll need to fill out. Your name, email address, TradingView username. We'll come back to that in a second. Your Tradera username and your Tradera ID number. And both of those you can find in your back office. Okay, so because one of the questions asked for your TradingView username, I want to take a few minutes and tell you about TradingView. TradingView is an app that you can bring up on your phone or your laptop. I prefer the laptop because I like to have a bigger view of the charts. I do have a team member who uses it on his phone, and he's able to use it just fine. I have used it on my phone from time to time, but normally I like a bigger screen. So let me tell you about TradingView, and we're going to keep it really high level, for this evening. But this is what the traders will be using when you go to the 20 pips and dip live classes, and the indicator is actually used on TradingView. So here's the TradingView site. It's tradingview.com. What you want to do is join for free. TradingView has a free version, and most people that I know use the free version. It's the one that I use as well. So when you click on join for free, then you'll need a username, email, password, and then check the boxes and click I'm not a robot, and then you can sign up. This is instant. You won't have to wait very long. Just check your email. And then next, when you're able to sign in, you'll want to make sure that you go to charts. This is like the main homepage. So you'll click on charts, and here's what you'll see. So to keep things really simple for tonight's class, you'll only have to pay attention to two areas. Here in the upper left corner is where you can put your cursor there and type in the pair that you want to look at. In this case, it's USD JPY. And then this next field is the time frame. So once you dive into your back office, or those of you who already have, you'll learn that you can view the charts on different time frames. So you'll hear the traders talking about the daily time frame, the 4-hour time frame, the 1 hour, the 15 minutes, and the 5 minutes. So in this case, we're on the 5-minute time frame. And what that means is that each of these candles lasts for 5 minutes. Okay? And that is the intro to TradingView that I wanted to go over tonight. And it's 7:31, so we will open up the rest of the class now for questions and answer and questions and Q&A. And it can be over any of the slides that I've gone over tonight: entering the trade, trade alert, TradingView. Next week, I'll show you how to actually add the indicator once you've been approved to your TradingView, and go over just some basics here. You don't have to worry. It's not really hard to use at all. You mainly just want to use it to look at the chart to identify your trends. All right, so what questions do you have? Let me
hello.
Oh, okay, great. I can hear you. Make sure everyone's muted.
Okay, I was wondering if you already had with the previous comment, I had the TradingView and the metaphor on my phone and laptop, or iPad rather. Do you need to go ahead and enter another name and go with like brand new, or can you reestablish what you had previously?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can use what you have. Great question.
Okay, but going through that, you would just have to rename it, or it just comes up automatically?
Well, in terms of signing up for the indicator, you would just type in what your TradingView username already is. So you would, let's see.
Okay, thank you.
For, so here, this is on the next page. For the indicator, once you've been approved for the site, then the next step is to sign up for the indicator. And here, you would just type in your TradingView username. And if you already have one, you would just enter it there. So you would be good. Ahead of the game.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Who's next?
I just want to ask if this is recorded.
Yes.
The internet went out and I didn't see any of it.
Oh, no worries. It is recorded, and
Sure.
here is my
Good.
YouTube page. Just search for my name, and you'll see
Sit down there and chat and
you'll
chat
see
about
tonight's
them.
class as well as the other slides that I was going over.
Okay, I think someone was talking and I missed what you said. Your
Yeah.
YouTube page.
Yeah.
Just search for my name.
Oh, okay. Search for your name.
And then you can see, I'll make sure, it may be later tonight or first thing in the morning, I'll get tonight's class loaded on there with today's date.
Okay.
So it'll say Forex Basics.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Go back to videos.
I'm more interested in the economy because they know nothing goes up with the damn virus, a damn pneumonia.
I need to have people mute again.
So the
Yeah.
surprise. You next to go. You.
Okay. Does someone else have a question?
Yeah, Tasha, this is Jake.
Hey, Jake.
So I'm kind of getting my butt kicked taking these indicators. I'm losing fortunately it's my demo account, but I'm losing most of them. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I haven't joined one of the Tradera live sessions yet. Do they talk about their signals in those sessions? Do you know?
Your question is about the Tradera trade alerts that are coming out.
Well, yeah, the signals, I'm losing a lot of them, and I'm not sure what's going on. So I haven't joined their live sessions yet, but do they talk about their signals in those sessions?
They can if you do ask. If you ask the question, then you'll get a response on it. A lot of times in those live sessions, they're giving out their own signals.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, and what you can say though, if there was a UJ trade alert sent out, then on that live session, you can say, hey, can we analyze UJ? Because they always ask what pairs you want to look at. So you would say, hey, give me your take on what UJ is doing. And then you can get their fresh perspective, on the trade alert. And ask questions about the trade alert because the timing has a lot to do with it. When you enter, sometimes the stop loss can be a little tight. And so sometimes I won't use the Tradera trade alert stop loss. I'll make mine a little bigger, give price a little bit more room. And sometimes the trade just doesn't go our way. So there's no quick answer for that, but they can definitely give you their perspective.
Right, and I know there's several variables there. I've just noticed quite a few of the trades I've lost. When I look at the history on the website, they say those trades won. So I'm just trying to figure out where the disconnect is on my part.
That would probably be timing. So like one example is if a trade comes in, I'm Eastern. So if a trade comes in at 2 in the morning, so when I wake up at 6 or 7, if that trade has already reached TP1 and I set my take profit for TP1, I'm absolutely going to lose that trade unless price kind of pulls back and hits that TP1 again. So if there's any sort of delay in terms of when the trade alert comes out and when you enter, it's for a new trader, you want to take it as soon as you can because there's no analysis needed if you take it when they call it. Any time after that, you're kind of at risk because price could have deviated, from the time the trade was called.
Yeah, I usually have them in within 15 to 30 minutes, but even that might be enough time to get it off.
Well, it depends. The call today, the trade alert that went today, TP1 hit within maybe 15 or 20 minutes. And Jake, are you going for TP1, 2 or 3, or multiple entries, or?
I've started putting in all 3 of them just to observe what they do.
Yeah. TP1 is normally really reliable. So, one could say the higher the take profit is, the more risk involved. Yeah. All right, but yeah, definitely bring those questions up on the live classes. And sometimes, Jake, there are other Telegram groups. One in particular that I'm in, Tradera Pip Masters, and the traders in those channels will actually analyze the Tradera trade alert and offer some suggestions in terms of when you should or should not get in.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. I'll look for that group
Yeah.
then.
What's your last name, Jake? Because I can add you to that.
Erickson.
Okay, gotcha. I'll find you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tasha,
Yes, hey there.
I just wanted to know, the TradingView Basic, is that a different app from the one that you talked about with the 20 pips download?
TradingView.
Yeah, the TradingView Basics that you just talked about. Is that a different app that has to be downloaded, different from the 20 pips?
Yeah, so 20 pips and dip is an indicator that works with TradingView.
So simultaneously, we have to download both of those together?
Yeah, so what will happen is once you go to TradingView, tradingview.com, once you are approved for the indicator, there's going to be a spot, and we'll go over this next week, where you can add the indicator to your chart. So the indicator is not given to you personally. You'll be able to access it through TradingView.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a setup. You have to go to the website, get approved for the website, and then once you can sign in, then you have to sign up for the indicator, and then you can use it on TradingView. So that's kind of the flow of how it works.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a lot of steps, and that's why we're having these classes to kind of ease you into it. And the goal is I keep going over the same information so that you can get more confident, and so for the new people who join to sort of catch up. But all of these will be on YouTube, so you can go through it should you need to.
Yes, Tasha.
Yes.
I just text you as well for a chat box. I would like to be added to that list of when to come in as well. I had that same problem he was having.
Sure. Who am I speaking with?
Deborah Taylor.
Sure. I need to make a list. Can you message me in Telegram?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay, great. So that way I won't forget. Anyone else? Any more questions?
Yes, Tasha.
Hey there.
Hey, how do we get the Tradera trade alerts on our phone?
Okay, so they're going to come through Telegram. And in the back office, they have moved where that Telegram trade alert is. So I know that it's been posted a few times in our main chat. Send me a message on Telegram, and I can make sure that I can copy the link to that trade Telegram and send it to you directly.
Okay.
But it has been posted in our Tradera Elite Millionaire Mastermind group, but it may be a little bit hard to find.
Okay.
And I need to find out, where they have placed it.
It's in the 2-week syllabus.
Oh, great job. Thanks, Jake.
Yeah, there's a section, it's like the second or third page, it says Get Connected, and it's one of the Get Connected links.
Nice, nice. And that 2-week syllabus was reposted recently in our chat. Deborah, try that first, and if for some reason it doesn't work, then send me a message.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. Who else has a question?
When you look at the trade alert section of the back office, I see 400 and something and 200 for the wins and losses. Is that like all time? And do you know the time frame for that?
Yeah, the company has only been around since November. And so that's the total. Now, I do not have a strict definition on what is defined as a loss.
Oh.
That would probably be something good that we could email tech support. My assumption is that if no TPs are hit at all, then it's a loss. But let's say a trade hit TP1 but did not hit TP2 and TP3. I don't know that that would be considered a loss because some profit was gained. But I would have to email tech support and get some clarification there. It's a good question.
And then I see, and I saw a little chart, and I don't know if I'm just oversimplifying this. I know there's variables, but is a pip usually about $1 to $10 worth of pips? I'm probably not.
Yeah, there's let me show you where to go. So if I go to the back office, one second. Let me get logged in. All right, let me share my screen again. Okay, you can see my screen, correct?
Not yet.
Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing.
You can mute the person who's like TV or something.
Yeah, I sure can. One second. So the answer to that tip question is going to be in one of these first four. Let's take a look at terminology.
Try to do what she says tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get in there.
So if I scroll down, first it talks about the currency pairs. Okay, that's what we're trading, currency pairs.
Tasha, did
Pips.
you want to make me co-host and I can mute some people out?
Yes. Hi, Reagan.
Hi there. I raised my hand.
Where'd you go?
You see me? I raised my hand. I'll do it again.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. Thanks, Reagan. Okay, so the answer to your question is here in pips and spread. Because there's no simple way to describe it. Although I will say this, because we're dealing with foreign currencies all over the world. In the US, we have the dollar. In Japan, you have the yen. So the pip is like a standard of measurement that applies to all the currencies. Yeah, I think that's the best explanation that I have. But see if that section here answers your question.
All right, thanks.
All right. Okay. Anyone else?
I have a question.
Yes. Who's speaking?
Sheila.
Hi,
Lively.
Sheila.
Hi. Okay, so this is like my second or third class, and I am like just totally green. Okay, so like I already have my demo account. I did that. I was so proud of myself. I did it on the phone. However, I did try to have it on my laptop, and I was kind of nervous and a little, I don't know what happened, but I followed the same steps. But then when I got an email confirmation, it said registration completely successful, completed successful, but it was telling me that it was MQL5, and I thought it was Hugo's Way, and I don't know what MQL5 is.
Yeah, you want to be sure that you download MT4 and
I
not
clicked on it. I clicked on that, and it I don't know how this happened. I don't.
Yeah, I think, Sheila, to simplify it for you, you know, since you're just starting, why
Yeah.
don't you try to keep the MT4 on your phone? And
Okay.
then
Great.
we'll either get Marcia, because I know she definitely trades on her computer using MT4, so we can probably get her to kind of help out there.
Well, I'd rather do it on my phone, but I heard you say in one of the classes, I thought I did anyway, where you primarily like to get the trades, do everything from your phone, but
Mm-hmm.
that you did have, at some point, you were actually doing it on your laptop. I thought maybe if sometimes I'm on my laptop, I could probably go to either place, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter because I'm with my phone more than well, actually equally both, but I'd rather do it
Yeah.
from my phone.
Yeah, that may be easier for now until we can get Marcia in to kind of, because it is a different look and feel when you have MT4 on your computer.
I see. So would
Yeah.
it be, so should I just delete this, whatever this is that's saying my registration completed successfully? Should I
Now,
just,
was that the Hugo's Way confirmation email?
I thought it was because I did this, where I did well, I already had MT4 on my phone from when I first got in the business.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just easy last night or whenever I did it this week to get my demo account done with the steps. I followed your video. So
Uh-huh.
that was done. And I said, well, okay, well, let me just put it on my laptop. And then that's when it went.
Yeah, probably got a little complicated. So why don't you go through these steps, connecting MT4 to your demo account? And do you have an iPhone or Droid?
I have a Droid.
Okay, so you would start here on your phone and attempt to connect that new demo account to your Droid.
Yeah, I actually have confirmation that I do have my demo account because I followed those steps, and I have the number, the trader, what is it, the password, and the I have all of that. So I was like, yay, it recognizes me. So I
Nice.
already have all of that on my phone. So I'm
So
good
you
on
can
my.
start. Yeah, you can start right here. Open up. As a matter of fact, we have some time. If you want, open up your MT4 now and look for, I think someone told me it's called the hamburger, this icon. The 3 horizontal white lines next to quotes.
I see it.
Okay, click on that.
Yeah.
And then go to manage accounts.
Okay.
It's in blue.
Yes.
Okay, and then go to that white plus icon in the top right corner.
Yes.
Okay, click on that.
Uh-huh.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay, now do you see open a demo account and log into an existing account?
I do.
Okay, click on the second one, log into an existing account.
Okay.
Now, do you see Hugo's Way in your list of brokers? If not, type it in.
Well, this is the question I have for you, Tasha. I did all of that last night because it's saying Sheila M. Lively, and it has that number that it gave me, and then it's a slash, and then it says Hugo's Way Demo 3, and then it says $10,000 USD.
Okay.
So I'm already in here, right?
Yeah. So then,
Yeah.
let me show you this then.
Okay.
So
Sheila, real quick as well, and just so you know, Natasha, I've downloaded MT4 on my computer 3 or 4 times now, and every single time it comes back as MT5. So I'm almost wondering if they've eliminated the 4 option on the PC.
They have not, but it's best to go through Hugo's Way and get their version of it. Every broker has their own MT4 that's easy to connect to.
I gotta go to Hugo's Way.
Okay.
Just log into Hugo's Way, and at the top it'll say download MT4, and it should go a lot smoother for you if you want it on your computer.
Okay.
Okay, so Sheila.
Yes.
So can you, okay, so go back to the 3 squiggly lines.
Okay.
And do you see this screen here? Do you see a list of pairs and then 2 columns of pricing?
Okay, can you show, am I looking at it right now? Oh, that.
Yeah, do you see this screen?
Okay, let's see, the 3 squiggly lines.
Or what is your home screen showing you? Do you see a list of pairs and then the price in 2 columns?
Well, yeah, I do. It says here, it says AUD, USD, and a whole lot of
Yeah,
other.
so yeah, you're ready to take a trade. Let's say you wanted to trade that AUD USD. Hold it down.
Hold it down.
For about 2 seconds. And
Okay,
do you
and
see
I
this?
see it says new order, open chart, simple profit.
Yeah, click on new order.
Okay.
Now you're seeing this screen to the right. You can set your lot size.
You can't set nothing up on your phone because you can't
The left
download this
is your
page.
stop loss, and then to the right, that's your take profit.
See this thing right here?
Please
Come
mute
to the
yourself.
bottom.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you, Tasha.
Yeah, Tasha, I think there's a lot of background talk.
Yeah.
Bang.
Reagan, can you help to mute them? Okay, that's a little bit better. So Sheila.
So what you're saying is, okay, it says here down at the bottom, sell by market, buy by market.
Yes, but first you have to enter the data at the top. You have to choose your lot size.
Oh.
I
don't know.
Yeah. How much money is in your account? In your demo account? Did you say you had 10,000?
It said 10,000, yes.
Okay, so that would be a standard lot. So do 1.0 for the lot size. So just literally put your finger there and then you can edit it. And you want 1.0.
Okay, so I'm seeing, is it plus?
You don't have to do the one in the middle. You can edit that one easier.
Oh, one in the middle?
Just press it and then you can backspace and delete and type in 1.0 for your lot size.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then just 2 more fields. You see the 2 red numbers? The one on the left is your stop loss. The one on your right is your take profit. And you get both of those numbers from the trade alert.
Oh, the numbers didn't disappear. I don't know what I didn't do correctly.
Just put your finger on it and then you can change it. You can edit it. You can backspace, you can delete.
Okay, and then you want me to put in 1 point?
For the lot size, you would do 1.0.
1.0.
And this is exactly what demo is for, just to play around. You can't get it wrong.
Okay.
And then you see those 2 red numbers underneath?
Yeah, I see 0.63312 on the left. And then 0.6332 on the right.
So the one on the right, you would make that your take profit from the Tradera trade alert. And the one on the left would be your stop loss. So the same way, you just put your finger there and you can make those numbers match the trade alert. And then your last step, which will put you in the trade, and you can do it now just for kicks, is to press sell or buy at the bottom.
Now, how does one know which one to press, sell or buy? What is the indicator for that?
Sure. Look at the trade alert to your right on the screen, and it says Tradera's trade team is placing a buy.
Okay.
And so that means we expect price to go up. So you're going to press the buy button at the bottom right. And if you're going for a sell, then you would press sell. So stop loss, take profit, lot size, buy or sell, and that's it.
Okay.
Well, can you do one with an iPhone instead of a
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, because some of us don't have Androids like me.
Sure. So who am I talking to? I'd like to know your name.
Deborah.
Hey, Deborah. I should know your voice. So yeah, take a look at the screen. If you're a pair, do you see your list of pairs already?
Yes.
Okay, so hold down one. And you should see this screen, trade chart details, cancel.
Right.
Okay,
I understand that part. The part I don't understand is how to put the
numbers in?
lot size in. Right, the numbers in on my phone. When I look at the site, he said lot size and all those 3 profits. Do you go under market execution and then hit those numbers, then go back and modify it? Or what?
It's easier than that. So press trade and then
okay.
And so now your screen is open. Leave market execution the way it is. That means we're going to go in as soon as we press buy or sell. So put your finger on the middle one, the middle number. And when you put your finger there, the cursor shows up and you can make it whatever you want. 0.01, 0.1, 1.0.
Right. Okay, gotcha. I know how to do that part. Okay.
Okay. And then come down to stop loss. And again,
Stop
put your
loss.
finger there on the cursor and you can type in whatever it is to match the trade alert.
Right. Okay.
Same for take profit.
Okay. And take profit. Okay.
And then buy or sell. Now, double check everything because once you press buy or sell, you are in the trade. There's no going back.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to modify it. That's what I was
asking.
Great.
No.
Awesome.
There's a reason I didn't go over that first because I want to show you as simply as possible. The only reason you would modify it is if you're in the trade and you say, you know what, I put in take profit 3. I really only want take profit 1. I'm going to be a little safer. You could go in and modify your take profit or your stop loss. Can modify that lot size. Once that lot size is set, it's set.
Okay. So you will have to go in 3 times to put that in. If you want to do all 3 take
it would have to be 3 separate entries.
3 separate entries. Okay.
3 separate trades. Yes. You can only do 1 take profit per trade.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you, Tasha.
Sure. Any other questions before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I have another question. Okay, so I am looking at my screen here, and I'm noticing here, I guess I would have to go into my back office to understand the terminology, but I'm seeing the spreads, and then I'm also seeing like a timer or something. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, you definitely want to go to your back office because in that terminology one under Forex, it goes over what the spread is. So basically, I can talk about it though. So you know how you see 2 different columns?
Yes.
So I'm going to make the numbers really simple so that we can understand it. So let's say that the price is 1.2 and I want to go for a buy. So I expect price to go up, right? Now the broker, Hugo's Way, FX Choice, no matter who it is, the broker has to get paid and the broker gets paid up front. And the broker gets paid up front by the spread. So even though price for my pair is 1.2, the broker is going to charge me 2 pips. So I may go in at 1.0. And when price moves 2 pips, the broker is paid. And so that's why you always start a trade in the negative because the broker has to get paid first. So that's why you see 2 columns. There's what price currently is and what the broker will give it to you for. And the back office will explain more about that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And yeah, and that has a lot to do with why traders choose certain brokers. Some brokers have better spreads than others. Some brokers are known for making the spread really big right before a news event or right before the market closes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone, it is 8:03. I will get this video uploaded tonight to my YouTube channel or first thing in the morning, worst case. But thank you all for coming to class. We'll do this for probably at least another week. And the hope is that after a few weeks of this Forex Basics, you will feel more than confident to jump into those live classes. You can absolutely jump into them now. There's no reason why you can't. But we want to do these classes to ease your transition. And so after next week, when we cover TradingView in a little bit more detail, at some point we'll just start all over and hopefully get a fresh new batch of students. But feel free to come and stay as long as you want. But hopefully we're giving you enough information where you'll feel a little bit more comfortable going to those live trainings.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you,
welcome.
Tasha.
All right, good night, everyone. Okay.
Hey,
Happy
thank you
trading.
very much.
Thank you
Very
so
helpful.
much.
Bye-bye.
Very informative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Tasha.
Thank you. Thanks, Reagan.
Oh, God, that was awesome.